kiss mirrors or spinach in it. There's spaghetti models and empty rum bottles, and sometimes Louis says hi. Hey, Louis! But you don't get no hurries and don't have no worries, cause we're drunk donkey nationwide. Everybody now,
Good morning, everybody. Holy moly. What a cool tune that is, right? And I'm holding Louis when sometimes Louis says hi. So, good morning, Coneheads. It's Monday. We did a little live yesterday, so it doesn't feel like Monday. What's up, Tamara? I see our normal crew. We got some new people. We're going to talk tropics. Louis heard his song and he ran over. I think he knows his deal now, right? He knows. Look at him. He's a statue. Yeah, I see some heat advisories. I saw some chatter already. We got tropical waves to talk about. We got 3 little circles. The official Bob Marley, 3 little birds. Don't worry. In fact, I just posted that on Twitter, by the way. It's kind of funny. Look at this. Oh, I was going to show you that. I don't want to spoil my... Well, let's leave it there. So I was looking at Twitter right before we came on, and look at this. These are heat indexes as of now. 9 a.m. It's already 100 feel like in parts of Jersey, up in New York. That's feel like temps currently. It's hot. Can you believe it? Crazy. Here's that picture I just posted on Twitter. Everything's going to be all right. So, all right. So there's Louis. We're going to say hi to everybody. We got some tropics to talk about. So say goodbye, Louis. Can you wave one more time? Can you wave? Come on. Can you wave? We're going to teach him to wave. Come on. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. All right. All right. We'll say hi to Hunter, too. It's our tradition. That's Hurricane Louis. And here's Hurricane Hunter. 14 weeks old today. You guys named him. The official second dog of Mike's Weather Page. I don't think he's grown, but there's your normal laugh. Or a yawn. He yawns every time I put him up. He's a yawner. He's getting a little skinnier. Super Hunter. What do you think, buddy? So anyway. All right. We've got a lot of weather to talk about. And, of course, I see everybody. What's up, Stephanie Stokes? I see Eric Jackson. I see Lori, cute puppy. Jamelia, thank you, Rooney. Loretta, hey, what's up? Deuce, hey, Deuce. Happy hour. Yeah, happy hour. All right. All right, first and foremost, we always start out the show by thanking our Facebook Live sponsor, of course, and I always look for a picture this year rather than just saying hi. So I look for a picture. This one looks pretty good. It's High West Whiskey. ABC Fine Wine and Spirits, our sponsor, so big thanks to them. Hopefully y'all didn't drink too much this weekend and you're feeling good on Monday. I'm feeling really good today, actually. Went to Surf Shack last night and had a good dinner. Feeling good, so big thanks to ABC. So let's go back to our little weather map here and we'll start talking tropics. Hey, Michael. What's up, Natalie Bell? Thank you. What's up, James? Romper Room. You know, I was thinking of that, Don. All right, we can't go into weather yet because now I gotta look that up. We gotta look up Romper Room intro because that was what I was thinking about as soon as I started saying that. Oh, there it is. The mirror clip. No, I used to watch this. I just remember they used to say, I see. Let's see if they talk. I remember that. If not, I'll figure it out.
Flying with us all over Romper.
Oh, they're just dancing. I'll find it. All right, so here's the scoop. Let's talk weather so I don't lose everybody. We just had Invest 99 designated. That's out here in the far Atlantic. So here's our tropics. I'll try to look at comments. We ramble on a lot. So I'll try to do all tropic talk for the next 30 minutes or so, and then we'll ramble on even more. But I had 2 things. First off, all right, here, look, before I forget. So I had a really nice lady email me this. Look. Or she mailed this. This has not come through the email. Look at that. That is a drawing. And she mailed it. Her name's Pat Schwain. I think that's how I pronounce it. Pat. So thank you, Pat, for that. awesome artwork. And last, and then I promise it's all tropics. Promise, promise, promise. I have to say thanks though, because check out this. So somebody else, let me flip it. So Sandy Soap sent me this awesome arrangement of soap, and I'll link it. Sandy Soaps, look at that. I got a Louis soap, Emily soap. Here's one of them up close. That's one for Emily. They're all handmade soap, and they're all custom for us. Got one for the dogs and Sarah, and so thank you, Sandy. And I'll put the link. She wrote me a nice little letter here. So we got some nice people on this page, so I had to give them props. So thank you very, very much. All right. So let's talk about what's close. All right, so we have this little guy at 10% that just got designated this morning. It's the disturbance off of the Texas-Louisiana line. We saw that yesterday. We talked about that yesterday. Nearing Louisiana, everything's pushing to the west. We have a large high-pressure system. Everything that we're seeing is going westward. So we're going to talk about that one. We got this little blow up here by Cuba that the models are not showing much with. Doesn't mean it won't happen. Just that the models aren't showing it. The good news is the models aren't showing it. And then we do have this guy was just designated Invest 99. I showed this a lot yesterday. This is the one I was surprised we didn't have a circle because it already had spinach. This one now is designated Invest 99, and I got the website updated already, and my app is updated. So if you have Mike's Weather Page app, you can check out all the links and follow along. As this thing, let me see, let me make sure now. There it is. Yeah, Invest 99. All the links for Invest 99. So this one is interesting because most of it have it fizzling out by the weekend as it gets closer to the Lesser Antilles. So I don't want to say don't worry about it. You know how these tropics can trick you. There is a dust plume right ahead of it, kind of be racing along with it. So this is a little interesting to me, though, this intensity forecast here on Tropical Tidbits. So, like I say, take these with a grain of salt. I don't always believe in them. This might be a case that they're wrong, but those three really are jacking up this system. So that's Invest 99. So that's one little thing to pay attention to. Let's go right into that after we talk about the Gulf. So the Gulf, and then I got all the links here for Invest 99. So we're going to talk about the Gulf, then we'll talk about that one. So here's that little disturbance here south of Louisiana. Had a little spin yesterday. It's nearing the coast of Texas. It's only at 10%. Doesn't have hardly any time to get going. So right now it's just a big flare-up of storms. Definitely enhancing rain. And it's going to slowly make its way into Texas. This is not the one down by Cuba. This one just popped up. Some of the radar here, you can already see it pretty well. And it was firing yesterday. We watched it yesterday rolling into lower Louisiana, and there it is now. It's definitely juicing up there. Has a little bit of spin on satellite, but again, it's only at 10%. It's slowly trying to become something kind of interesting. One thing about the tropics that you notice, sometimes it's like fishing, like all of a sudden your pond, all of a sudden all the fish start biting. Well, the tropics, all of a sudden we're getting this convection. Usually this is what happens with MJO pulse, but all of a sudden today, all this convection's kind of firing. Not to be alarmed, but things are just juicing up, and definitely nowhere near what we're going to see, unfortunately, peak of the season. This is very normal to be slow in middle of July. So here's that. This is, 10%. The future radar on this little guy. Let me see if I can get back to, why does it do that? Okay, that one ain't going to work. Let's go to tidbits. Let's zoom in. All right, so we're talking about this guy. Let's go to what kind of rain you might expect here for Texas region. And we will go into everybody else after that. So let's see. All right, so here's future radar. Let's take a look the next few hours here, what we can expect. There you go. So it's not going to go much inland. It's going to be a quick little flare-up, and that's been very consistent. So don't expect any inland rains much, mainly coastal rains from this little guy. So that's been pretty consistent. So that's, pretty much that on that. The Cuban one, let's talk about the Cuban disturbance. This one is the one we've been watching all the way from Africa. This is the one that came off of mid-level Africa about a week ago. We talked a lot about it. It made its way across. A little bit of energy I showed a few days ago here north of the islands. Well, it's made its way to Cuba now. And, it's got some convection. It doesn't have any spinach. The NHC only has it at a 10% chance for any sort of development. Let's show both of these things because they're pretty impressive. Little blobs. We chase blobs, right? Hey, I see it, Kathy. I just happened to look over there. Supporter +1. You're a top fan, too. Thanks, Dawn. Yeah, they did win. We'll talk about that. It's a pretty healthy little blob here, man. Look at that. Not expected to go inland much. And here's the secondary blob. This is the one that NHC's got at 20. But, over the years, I always say watch these things in real time. Shear is relaxing out in front of it. So, if this convection keeps firing, then I would say at 2 o'clock, the next advisory from the NHC, we might have this thing actually become a little more, maybe even 30-40% chance. So the models aren't doing anything with it, but as long as this thing fires, I'm saying keep an eye on it because it's going to have a day or two over water here. Timing on this thing through tomorrow, South Florida will show you that. Expected to be here in the Western Gulf Thursday, Friday, into Saturday. So later in the week. So it's going to have a few days here. So we got to watch this. Interesting. All the different maps we look at, it's got a weak signature vorticity there, 500 millibar, kind of broad. The trusty old Knoll School site, which I absolutely love, shows very little sort of rotation, which is good. Just strong lower level winds creating some of this blow up here. So that's the good news. 500 millibar, nothing much. So, that's the thing. I keep pointing that out. There's no spinach. So, it takes time for these things to work their way down. There is an upper level low on top of it, though. Sometimes these will actually aid it when there's an upper level low. So that's the only thing it's got going for it right now as far as developing goes. The winds, or the upper level winds, the shear map, looking pretty favorable ahead of it. Here's Florida, kind of hard to make out, but it's got a little pocket of low shear here. So it's got land shear, but then once it gets here, we're gonna, we'll keep an eye on it. That'll be what we gotta not worry about. Just watch. So I don't like to, we got two different opinions here. All right, so looking at these things, you have no model support for this guy, but yet it looks juicy, and the conditions ahead look pretty favorable because it's got the hot, warm Gulf. It's got light shear. So this one's getting no model support. This one's getting high model support for intensity, but very little model support for formation. But the CMC does have number 2 go all the way to the Gulf. So let's watch that. So let's go to Tropical Tidbits. We can start out there and look at all the models for all these little guys. And we'll start out with the GFS. Here's that general low pressure we got now. Here's the one over Cuba. Well, let me go back because we want to look at everything. So we'll keep it on. This is 2. This is 1, 2, 3, and we'll see what they got. This little guy already got a low pressure. Sloppy mess here. End of the week. Slowly trying maybe to develop into a little weak low. This is Friday. So this guy is going to be here Thursday, Friday. GFS not showing much. Little bit of spin. No organization. This little guy on the GFS fizzles out like it's been doing. Just a weak low. Timing again. Whatever's left of this thing is going to be around Friday for our friends down in the islands. And really doesn't do anything past that with it. So there's that one, GFS. So bottom line, GFS, weak little stronger, no storm, but then this one fizzles. And that's been hopefully what you guys have been gathering from my post. Now CMC, I haven't looked at overnight. This one, the last 2 runs before overnight had it actually stay. So we'll see what it did overnight. Here's our little spot tomorrow down by the Keys. CMC, a little tighter. Look at that, little bit of spinach, nothing organized. Here's the wave Friday. Now this is the what. There's so much to look at. All right, so let's look at CMC. Oh, it keeps it going. So the CMC is real consistent, 10 days out. So the CMC is showing development of our little guy right now and has it stay together as it comes across. And if it follows that pattern, it would be, like that. So that's interesting. Something to think about. We have a couple lows coming off of Africa that I'm more interested about that the Euro's been showing. So let's look at that, and then we'll go into everything else. Yes, hey Brandon, I just happened to see your post. They do. They take in water temp. They take away. Hey Navy, Whitney, I haven't looked at it. Let's look at the Navy model. I haven't looked at it yet in a long time. And Emily's back at camp. So it's Dunkin' Donuts every morning. I dump her out, get Dunkin', I get Dunkin', then I dump her out. All right, so here's the Euro. This has been real consistent. Euro doesn't do much with our number 2. The Euro's popping off one, though, behind it that I'm really got my eyebrows raised on. So here's, week Friday. So, Cuba thing's definitely going to make its way towards Texas, Louisiana later in the week. Whether or not it develops, we'll have to wait and see. Doesn't do anything the other way, but here's the wave now. Well, that's not even it. Here's the wave now. It doesn't do anything with it, which is kind of the outlier, really. But it's been real consistent with spitting out these waves coming off of Africa. So down the road, you might have to watch what's coming. Because what we get a couple of these African waves early in the season, and they make their way farther, and then they make their way farther, and it juices things up, and the dust settles down, and things are gonna really. And this is the time that we're starting to see the positive MJO. So there's that. Not a lot of model support. Let's go to the Navy model. I don't know how far it runs on this one. It only goes out. It's starting to run now. All right, so let's see what it does here. It goes. Well, we can at least look at the Gulf system, and it doesn't really develop it either. Weak signature. So Navy's not really doing much. So there you go. So three things are out there right now. These 3 things. Fizzling rains. This little guy is going to make its way across. This one, I think we need to watch a little closer than 20%. Hopefully not. There's no sign of spinach right now. You always got to think back to when storms started. Like when Michael was forming last year, it was a big, broad, low pressure system, but it already had a big spin to it. This one doesn't have that. It's just a flare-up of convection, which is kind of tied. Again, I mentioned it yesterday, but Faye left behind all this energy that's been floating around the Bahamas, and this is all kind of still tied into that. And this one's definitely got some rotation. In fact, let's take a look at some of the satellites on Invest 99. This is on weathernerds.org, but very healthy looking early in the game. We showed it yesterday on the wind site, but this is current satellite. Definitely got that, upper level winds, bottom level winds trying to come together. So this is the early stages out here in the Atlantic. So we'll just have to sit back and see. Got a little spinning. Definitely shows up well on the wind site. Love this site. We'll look at the precipitable water map too, but here it is. I mean, real clear circulation on at least the 850 levels. 700 levels too. It's not quite made it to the mid levels yet, but as far as low level spin goes, it's definitely trying hard to get going here. So we'll see what it does after that. Again, timing on this one, if you're in the islands, Eastern Caribbean, it'll be there Friday, Saturday. This little guy, Friday, Saturday. So there's that. Let's see what else we got. Let's see. MJO. We're kind of in a negative phase right now, but we're getting a big flare up of storms in the Gulf and the Cuba. So again, it's not always about one thing. It's always about a lot of things. But we'll see what that does. Then we will get into a positive toward the end of the month. So end of the month, man, we're gonna be watching these waves. I have a feeling all the way until October. So we have to control ourselves on the panic level. Hey, what's up there? Marianne. Yeah, I'll go into the MGO here in a little bit. Hey, Denise, Navy. Go Navy. So, Jack, yeah, good catch if you got it. Yes. Let's see. Let's close some windows out here. Let's look at... Got a lot of things to look at. Let's take a look at the new... Let's see. Storms today, nothing. That's good news. We can look at our HRR model. Let's take a look at today's rains. I always like to do that. Because you want to know what the weather's going to be like, right, today. I always like to do this. I do too. So let's take a look real quick, and I'll start reading a little bit more, and we'll digest a little bit more what's happening. Here's the so here's your rains today, pumping into Louisiana, Texas here. The flow across the state again in Florida, same flow, east-west. No big changes there. There you have it. So only thing really organized, of course, going across central parts, and then we got our little 10% tropical wave down here in Texas and eastern Louisiana, and then our Florida rains start firing in the afternoon and 1 o'clock here across the state, and they push themselves to the west. So that's that. And then if we go into the actual Cuba low, let's take a look closer now to the south and see what kind of effect we could possibly get rain-wise with that one. Because we got a little bit to look at here. So here's your initial rain forecast. You can kind of see it. This is through Wednesday morning. Let me stop right here. Let me see if I can copy. I don't think I can copy this one. I've tried before, but I don't think it lets me copy. I think it only gives me half of it. Gives me that part of it. Maybe I can copy the bottom half. Where did it go? There we go. Let me try down here. Let me try to copy that part. If not, I'll have to... Nope. All right. So, let's see. All right. Let me zoom in a little closer to Texas region. And then we'll look at the southeast. So, here's the initial rains. All right. So, here's what we got. This is through tomorrow morning. All right. So, here's tomorrow morning. This is all we're going to get from that. Even though it looks pretty healthy out there, not expecting these rains to make their way inland much. So this is that little spot, 10% spot. This is not the Cuba spot. And anything yellow is around 1 inch. So no heavy accumulation through tomorrow. Here's through Wednesday morning. So a few places topping out at 2 inches max. So there's that. Let's see with the GFS. Let's get confirmation. So there you go. This is through Wednesday. GFS a tick more, maybe 2 inches. But very similar to the Euro. Here's Tuesday. Rains through tomorrow morning. You can have some bands coming up through Louisiana, Texas. This is the initial wave, and then through tomorrow. So there's that one. Not a biggie. It doesn't look like it's going to make its way inland much. This is through Wednesday. And then our southeast, as we watch our Cuba system, let's see, let me find it here. Southeast and... look at rain. All right, so here's what we got with the Cuba system. You'll start to see it move its way across. I'm just going to put this in time. There it makes its trek across, and then by Saturday morning here. So there it goes, west northwest. So again, through tomorrow morning, we're going to start to see rains down by the Keys and south, coastal regions here in Florida. Then we go to Wednesday morning rains. There we go, the big blob. So southern extreme tip of Florida gets the stuff from that, and that's been real consistent. And as we get into Thursday, we might get a little bit inching its way up to the Panhandle, but mainly Upper Gulf, Mississippi, Louisiana, and then the big rains roll in through the weekend, and there you go. Again, it's a coastal event. It's not really going to make its way inland much. It's not going to stall. None of the models are showing any crazy Harvey type rain totals, so they all have it pretty much fizzling out. We got a big high pressure over Texas, and it's going to dry it up. So mainly coastal rain event coming across. This is rain through Sunday, and some might get inland a little bit more. So southern tip of Texas, I don't know, but that's what we got as far as rain totals go. See other models we got. We can look at the latest dust map too. Let's take a look at the dust map. See what that wave out there has got to deal with right now. So our little wave we got out there right now is right here, and it's gonna kind of race right in front of this big plume. This is a big plume coming off. This is the 22nd. This is Wednesday. So that plume is going to really hamper this Invest 99, but it could be right out in front of it, and then it kind of dries itself up. So this is the islands. This is 24th. That's the same timing as our wave. So the wave has got, now if it was ahead of this, look at that. There's no dust out there right now. So our wave's going to have to deal with that, and that's one of the inhibitors. As a matter of fact, what do they say officially? They say environmental conditions are expected to be marginally conducive for development. By Friday, conditions are be forecast to become less favorable by Friday. So that's the combination of dust and shear right here. That's what they're expecting. The CMC has it continue on. So let's see what the ensembles are showing this morning. So the ensembles, there you go. European showing a little bit more over here in the Gulf. Interesting. So, a couple days ago, the Euro wasn't showing anything. Now it's showing a little, not a huge chance, but a couple of little members are saying, hey, that's why I'm saying 20%. I'd be thinking we might get that up to a little more, 30-40% at 2 o'clock. So, a few members on the Euro saying maybe that little wave by Cuba can become something. Not a lot, but more than there was yesterday. And here's our little wave here. This is the one now. This is Invest 99. It's not even showing any chance. But it does show our next low coming off and having a few more members showing possibility. So, long range 10 days out, maybe a couple. So, yeah, just give you an idea, Models are slowly starting to wake the Atlantic up. So the big question we got on this guy right here, the CMC has been real consistent with this traveling across right below the Bermuda High and maybe impacting, Mexico, Yucatan. And the timing with that would be, just for curiosity, if it were to pan out, again, we're looking at Friday nearing the Eastern Caribbean, and then if it were to make it to the Yucatan, it would be more like Tuesday, Wednesday next week, and then if it did go to the Bay, it'd be Wednesday next week, 10 days out. So if you're worried about or when timing, if it were to make it anywhere here, it would be early next week to midweek, the earliest. So that's 7, 8, 9, 10 days out. 7 days, 8, 9, 10 days out, if it were even to make it. CMC is really the only one showing that it will. But gotta keep it one eye open. Navy is showing formation. Navy model. 36% chance. 36. The Vegas odds. It's a low rider, Whitney. Yes. Low rider. Yeah, usually around 10 degrees. Yeah, 10 degrees. That's really low. I forgot about that. Some people used to say 10 degrees is a little too low for these guys. A lot of the models had it going up and then curving. Now it's just kind of hanging there. But it's been something to watch. We've been watching this every day. This is the only thing that raises my eyebrows of these intensity models. Like, wow, man, Category 1, 5 days out. Seems a little aggressive to me, but definitely got to keep an eye on it. So, all right, I'm gonna see what you guys are saying. Let me see. So, here's Here's a heat potential map, way above average. This is the only thing we gotta ever worry about. Obviously, there's been many hurricanes in July, and they've all pretty much brewed down in this neck of the woods. That's the hottest water right now. So, you know, not saying it will, but if it does make its way across, it would have a chance. And again, the MJO would be a little more positive 7 days from now, enhancing things. So let's see. Yeah, Whitney, it's been low. Timothy Weaver, yep, water is very warm. Definitely warm. Upper 80s, 90s. Heat potential map's warm. Anomaly map. This is what's all the big dogs are not worried about, but this is what they're all saying is driving the increased predictions is this the anomalies being 1 to 2 to 3 degrees above normal Celsius in the main development region. So shear is very light. Here's a shear map. Look at that. There's very little shear out there. No big jet stream dipping down. So the only thing our cubic, so the only thing this guy lacks, number one, how do we even get to him? So this guy, so the only thing 10 lacks is time. Then we have number 2. The only thing number 1. The only number 1 lacks is spinach. It's not really a low pressure right now. It's just a blob of thunderstorms. It's not a true low per se. And then number 3 or 2, this is a question mark. It's a little low. Expected to hit shear, dry air, but we'll see. So just keep your eyes open. That's a long way away. Again, the spaghetti models are up on Invest 99. If it were to stay together, there's the path. If's a big word. If. Because, man, the euro is saying Zippo. Hey, Christopher. Man, I don't know about that one, buddy. 44,000 last year. That was awesome. For the wrong reasons, obviously. Dorian had everybody on the edge of their seats. So, I guarantee if we have a big storm coming, we'll be the place to be. Here's another not news, but it's hot. Here's the heat advisories. I know we got a lot of people watching from the Carolinas, but look at that. We got extreme heat warnings in parts of Carolina. Look at that. Excessive heat warnings. Roanoke South. Already getting 101 degrees at 9 a.m. in Jersey. So it's hot. We've been talking about that heat. That was on the long range, and this is not good news either. At the global hazards map, the 22nd through 28th expected to be hot still, above average heat. Not just hot. I know it's summer. Higher than average heat. So, hey, what's up, Katie? And I already showed them. We can show you the drawing though. I'll show them again. If you missed it, nice lady named Pat. She's a hobbyist, and she drew that. It's phenomenal. It's like a chalk. And that, Emily saw it and said, oh my God, that looks just like Louis. So that was pretty cool. It's like a little oil painting, I think. It's definitely oil painting. So that was beautiful. She mailed it. That was so nice. So Hebert box, that's a good one, Scott. I love it. That's a good question. I even have a link here. Look at this on my site with all my other 1,000 links. Where the heck? Here it is, Hebert box. It's the theory that if our system goes through these boxes, then South Florida is on guard. So there's your Hebert box. Actually, what's pretty cool on the Southwest Florida Water Management site, oh, they don't have it anymore. They used to have it. They used to have it marked off. They don't have it marked off anymore. Bummer. Wonder why. But we got all kinds of storms. All right. Nah, not even there. Darn it. What are these other storms? Oh, these are out west storms. These are Pacific storms. We're not tracking Pacific. Oh, this is interesting though. This is this is always neat. This is another model showing formation in the Gulf here, lower Texas, but you know, whatever. So, A-Bear, sorry, A-Bear. I think I was corrected on that last year. I say Hebert, it's A-Bear. Agua peak season. Look at this. I think it's September 12th officially, or 10th or 12th. I don't know, when is it? It's right here though, September, right around September 10th. So we're like way down here. So again, July is we always get a few peak season names, gets everybody riled up. Then we get a little lull, and everybody thinks the season's a bust, and then all of a sudden it gets kicking. So, you know, we're definitely, unfortunately, seeing signs that there's no reason we're not going to have a lot of storms to track this season. So, just be ready. Julio, yeah, that's a 110 thing. I mean, yeah, it's. I think a couple storms defied it recently. I have to look back. Get so wrapped up in things I forget. All right, so what else is cooking? There's Casper and Kay. Stephanie Stokes, yep. Hey, what's up, Dale Kindberg? Our kitchen man. You hear about your buddy David Pattendale? He tore out his knee. Let's see what else. I'll read some questions here. Hey, Kathy. Yep. So I got a link if you want to read up on it. Right here, I got links on random and interesting stuff because Heber is an interesting thing, right? Well, here it is. Heber box. And Wikipedia, I know, but I like Wikipedia. But it goes into the theory, the history. It's an urban myth. Irma came through the Heber box. Donna, Betsy, Charlie, Wilma, and Irma all came from in a Heber box. So, and that is because late season storms curve, and then Eastern Caribbean early season storms curve. Everything curves. Let's see. Yeah, Billy had morning showers. Yep, we got that east-west flow. The old summertime pattern has returned in Florida. And we got that high. Look at that. There they are. They start a little bit earlier. It always seems like down south. And then there you go. You're getting it right now. Then they're going to brew around noon, 1 o'clock here. And then they're going to push towards the Florida west coast later in the day. We're already getting a rain shower up in the Panhandle. This is all kind of tied into that number 10 spot that we're watching. So basically just a lot of tropical juice out there. This one yesterday, it was fun to watch this one progress because yesterday it came across and it always had a little, and there, look at this thing really pop up. Now watch. Boof. So that's a big blob. And again, because we have a high pressure here, check this out. I mean, this is high pressure, low pressure. Basically, high pressure here, locked in, drying things up. None of the models really show this going inland much. Kind of like hovered around here. So this isn't going to do anything but fizzle out eventually. This is the one coming. It's going to probably follow the same exact path. We see these over time. Storms follow each other. Pure pressure. Hey, Brandon, SpaceX should be good, I would think. All the storms will be this way. What's up, Shelly, my Facebook advisor? And I've yet to get my hangers. Wish you guys could smell these soaps, by the way. Look at that. Sandy soaps. So I got 6 of them. They're awesome. This is Emily. She wants it in her room. And she sent me 2 holders, so Julie put them up already. One for Louie and one for Hunter. So we'll go for launch. Good. What's up, Richard? Any new folk? Any new folk out there? I am not Southern. Welcome to Mike's Weather Page, brought to you by ABC Fine Wine Spirits website, sponsored by Sparks Energy. Let's show them off. Of course, I got a lot of great smaller supporters, and really not taking any more. I've always had a good core group of supporters, and like to keep them on. They were there when I was a nobody. Still am a nobody. Now I'm nobody with a lot of friends. So, all right. Anything else? Let's see. Burger King. God, I would love Burger King delivers water. Aaron. Hey, Loretta. I think she said launch is what this afternoon. Sometimes new folk. Brian, you missed everything, man. We got to invest out there that the models are going hyperactive on. So we got a flip of the coin out there. What's going on in the Atlantic? Euro's showing nothing, nada, zilcho. GFS is showing a little something, and then it has it fizzling. Then the CMC has it going all the way across. So very interesting. We got to watch that. I'm kind of curious on our little blob here in Cuba too. So I'll be watching that one throughout the day to see if that convection continues to fire. Right now it's only really firing due to wind convergence, but it's looking pretty blobbish, and but there's no spinach. Not to use that same word over and over and over again, but there's no spinning. It's not spinning. It's not spinning. This is on Weather Nerds. Whoops, I want to save it. I want to loop it. Let's get loopy. Hey, Ricky, East North Carolina. Got a lot of friends out that way on Outer Banks. There you go, Kyle. Hurricane Kyle. We got a Kyle. I don't even know. Do we have a Kyle this year? Here's the names. We do have a Kyle. So you're coming up, man. You're inching in. Omar, Nana, Marco, Laura, Kyle, Paulette, Renee. Coming. Let's see. Christopher, you went to... That's cool. I've never been there. Kissimmee Prairie Reserve State Park. Let's take a look at it. I had my grandma lived there for many years in a mobile home park, and I remember hanging out in Kissimmee. Oh, it's Florida State Park. Nice park. Oh, safety immediately. All right. Oh, look at that wilderness. They have pictures. All right. So it's a state park. Look at that. Boy, it's flat. That's Florida for you right there. Look at that. The prairies. Like Little House on the Prairie. Beautiful. True Florida right there. All right, let's see. Anything else? So Saturday Gulf Coast washout, Monique. Saturday. No. Well, don't. I mean, far West Texas, possibly. Coastal. Let's take a look here on Tropical Tidbits. We can get a good look at moisture and get a feeling. So here's our core of our system, whatever it is going to be. Here it is Wednesday down here somewhere. Thursday, the heaviest stuff right here, kind of, and then boom. So Thursday, Friday, Thursday. That's what I was saying. Some of this moisture is going to make it midweek. Here's Thursday, Louisiana, and then a little low here, and then it's going to start feeling the effects of. It can make its way in a little bit. But this is Friday, so it'll be gone. And then, what's that little guy? It's like a front. A little front coming. So as far as the NHC spot, it'll be gone by the weekend. Maybe some lingering rains here in Texas on Saturday morning, but got a little lingering front down here. Look at this little guy. I didn't even know we had a front coming. Let's see, what day would that be? Saturday? Take a look. And I don't know if you can, no, it's just a old boundary there, no front, just, it ain't nothing. So here's the rains. You know, I like this map sometimes, it tells a story, but there's Thursday, the blob. Friday it starts to reach in Louisiana, Texas. And then look at that. By Friday night into Saturday it starts to fizzle out. So maybe a little bit lingering, and then by Sunday it's pretty much gone. So it makes sense. Here's day 3. You can really see the cluster of rain here. This is Thursday, Wednesday night into Thursday. So, you know, midweek, that's been the story. You know, there's your rain map. So the heavy rains, southern tip Keys for sure, and then upper Louisiana and eastern Texas. So, anyway. Conehead Nation, what's up, Gail? Yep, everybody's Conehead. Put your. We need to get a sign. All right, so we got the Conehead logo, because once we have a cone, we're official now. So here's our Conehead. So we got to get like what do donkeys do? You know, like, so if we ever met a fellow weather geek in public, we would have like a secret handshake, like a nanu or no middle finger. I don't know what donkeys do. What do donkeys do? I don't know. Is that even a Googleable word? Here's Donkey Sanctuary, UK. All about donkeys. They're calmer. They don't bolt. I don't know what donkeys do.
Sanctuary receipt.
They just,
It was then that obviously he
they walk around.
Anxiety.
Anyway, all right. So yeah, Monica, get your shirt. Got it. There you go, Katie. Yep. What's up, Katie? Yeah, did I see all the Katies? Was Emoji Girl in there today? I didn't see her. Sorry. I only get like 4 comments at a time. Yes, I got to get that going. Dan Aykroyd, get a Conehead shirt, Brian. That'd be funny. I'd probably get copyright infringement or something. I'm already in trouble on Facebook, so I'm trying to be a good boy. Nadine, they're very protective. We're protective of our weather, right? Hey, Jason, thanks, brother. Stars. Hey, Lisa. We're talking weather. Watching blobs. Chasing blobs. There's Katie. Don't scream. They kicked the hurricane away. That's a good one. All right, kick. They kick. So we can do a kick. Maybe like a flick. Let's do that. That'd be like flick. That's a kick, right? So when you see somebody, Cool Candy, you see somebody do like this, we just like start flicking at each other. We're kicking the storm away. Or we do this. That's spinach. So you walk up to somebody and go, All right, cool beans. All right, so we've been about an hour. All right, so there's a lot to watch. So let me just say in a nutshell, since we went goofy a lot. So we got 3 spots to watch in a nutshell. Not a lot of stress right now at all. I guess in the immediate future, this would be the one I watch, obviously, because if we start to see signs of spinach, then it could possibly ramp up a little bit more out here. So, yeah, we'll keep an eye on that. It flared up more than I expected today. But like I said, it's like a switch, man. Convection fires crazy, and this little spot fired at the same time. So something in the atmosphere ignited, and we got storms. This one's got clear spinach, and it's got half the model saying nothing, and then a couple of them are having it come all the way across. So, a lot to watch, I guess, right? Let's go back to Weather Nerds real quick and get the overall picture. And then, so we'll see. So here's that one, kind of getting a little bit of look to it. Not heavy convection, but got definite spin right here. And then long term, we're going to be watching the low pressure come off Africa. The euro has been really showing stick together. 10 days about right here. But that's too far away to worry about. So this is interesting. So anyway, all right, cool. All right, Michelle. Yep, you didn't miss much. Kathy, so we're looking for counterclockwise spinach. And you can look at a few different models and look at Vorticity. And let me go up here and see if my Navy link's even working. I haven't looked at it. And then they always warn you. I can't believe Navy's site is protected. It always is that way. You gotta unprotect itself. All right, so we're having unprotected model spaghetti lookage. We're having unprotected looking at models. We're gonna make baby spaghetti. We're gonna make little pasta pieces. Oh, it does show a little bit down here. Not a blot, just a blob. But so 10 days out, same thing, same time frame as the CMC. It has it going a little lower though, but a little convection. So and this is the Middle Atlantic one. This is not the Cuba one. This is the one the CMC showing. This is our Middle Atlantic spot model. So our Cuba spot, it's not doing much with. So the Navy model has this a little more organized, heading toward the Lesser Antilles on the weekend. So, and then it passes through. So the euro is really stubborn. Let's look at the UK. I haven't even looked at the UK yet. The euro is holding tight that the Middle Atlantic is not going to do anything at all. Let's see what the UK. I haven't even looked at the UK yet. I don't start looking at all of them until we're seeing more of the top three. See, there's a little spot, and up by us here. Really no organization there. Nothing. So yeah, we're not getting a lot. But. So in the short term, let's keep our eyes on this little Cuba guy. This one's only at 10%. Looks pretty healthy. Actually got a little spin on the Vorticity map. Interesting. Let me close the windows here. I'm starting to lose it. All right, so yeah, look at that. Interesting. Yeah, things just woke up, didn't they? So yeah, we got a lot to watch today. Brandon, the euro doesn't wake up until August 1st. Got to bounce, Kathy. Bounce. Hey, Robin. Tampa Coast next weekend. Well, there is this little... Nah, I don't see anything. There's nothing organized down the road. Just normal 40%. There's nothing organized. I only look for things that are organized. The reason our rain chances are up tomorrow, forecast is tricky for the Tampa people right now because this low is going to come through Key West tomorrow. And they don't probably know how far north it's going to affect up here. So all this juice down here is going this way. So we'll see if it increases. And, precipitable water map. We were going to look at that earlier, and I didn't do it. So here's the moisture. A lot of moisture. It's definitely starting to get a little spin here by the coast, man. That thing came out of nowhere. You can really see this little Invest 99 spinning down here around 10 degrees. And we showed that yesterday a lot. It definitely had signs yesterday that it was spinning. This one has never had any spinning yet. But this one definitely is starting to look, it's just running out of time. But man, it's flaring up quick. The Gulf and Caribbean have just ignited. Look at this, man. There's something happening here. What it is, it's not that clear. Hey, Rodney. Dawn. Okay, I can do it. They're both laying right here. They're two peas in a pod. So, that's, I don't know, man. Let's see. It's just too close to the coast. But, man, if it had another day, that little guy, yesterday as it neared Louisiana, it had a little bit of spin to it. I don't know if this is going to zoom in enough. A little too far. Yeah, look at that. We do have a little lower level. Look at that. You can really see it. That's amazing that we can see that. Look at that. You can see the lower clouds. I'll tell you another good site to see the lower level clouds. Look at that. This could be one of those surprise little systems that just, that's been the story of the season, has been these 24-hour little guys, and then they disappear. But I wonder if we'll get a special alert that's increased chances. It's only 10%. It's only got a day, but let's see. All right, so the other site really good is this Cyclone Weather, and he's got some good satellite imagery. I don't know if you can zoom though. Oh, see, I don't know if he lets you. Nah, not yet. He only has floaters up, so nothing on his yet. But interesting. Let's see. Let's see if we can. This might be a little better one. Yeah, you can definitely see it. Let's go to. This includes overnight, because we only got daylight. The problem with visible satellite, you need to have sunshine. So yeah, look at that. It's trying. I mean, you can see the movement though. It's gonna run out of time, but definitely firing off some system, huh? All right, let me show you the boys again, Dawn. All right, let's bring them up together. We'll do a BOGO 2-for-1. There they are, twinsies. Look at them. No, your screen did not freeze. They just don't move much. There's me. Hey. They say we look alike. I don't know. They look at them guys. They're like glued. They're Siamese twins. Are they alike? Look at. Oh man, my boys. All right. All right, cool. All right, well, I got a lot to do. We got a lot of track. Let's I'll be here. Good thing I had softball last weekend. God, man, I only got a few people left here, but so our girl won her team. Man, I never say I, but some of the this is a cute one. I put this online. This was Emily's first pitch ever when she was 7 years old. I always play it because it was
career right here. First pitch ever.
She was 7 years old. Look at that. First pitch. And that's her friend Nessa that caught. And they won the World Series together here at Eddie Seymour this weekend. In the last pitch of the game, Emily pitched. Nessa was playing third, and they got the out. And it was incredible. And here you go. I'll show you one more video. This is great. So here's the first pitch of the World Series. It was a change. Emily's pitching. It was a change up. She hustled her ass down. Look at that. Threw that. So World Series, great first play. Bring your fastest runner in. Catch the defense sleeping because they just got out there and we hit them with an out. So, and here's her last out. She had to come out, protect a 1-run lead. And they did, and she didn't walk anybody. And then the last play of the game right here, hard hit to Nessa. Nessa throws the first. Crowd goes wild, and the girls were happy. So it's a great day. Always fun. So there you go. All right, I think I covered it all really good. We'll be doing this again tomorrow, for sure, and Wednesday, and Thursday, and Friday. So, all right. So I'll be replaying this. We'll be talking a lot about this blob here. I'm gonna have to do a couple posts on it, see what we got cooking here. Let's see if the NHC comes out with a updated advisory on it. Maybe I've seen this happen a lot. Well, they'll issue a special, orange. You never know. All right, hey, thanks for coming in. Thanks to all the supporters out there, all the fans. We love you guys. We'll see you all tomorrow. Bye bye.